Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited about this video because we are doing an all drugstore, all affordable makeup look. So this whole full face of makeup that you see is completely affordable. You can find it at Drugstore, Walgreens, CVS, online, and if it is online, it is going to be very cheap and very good prices. So again, like every video, we won't waste any time. If y'all want to see how I achieve this look, just keep on watching and we will jump into the video. Alright guys, we are ready to roll. I'm super excited about this video. We are doing an all drugstore, all affordable, full face routine, so that way if you want to go out and buy some of these products, then you can, because they are super affordable, including the brushes. So we'll just go ahead and get started. The only thing I do not have is a affordable foundation primer, so we're just going to go ahead and go into this setting spray. This kind of works similar to a primer ish. It's a matte setting spray from NYX. You can find all of these products at the drugstore or online for super awesome prices. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face with this and we'll get started. Alright, so we're just going to let that soak in there. And we will move on to foundation. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I'm in the color B2, or no, 05 Warm Beige. And you can find this at Target, Walgreens, anything like that. We are going to go ahead and take a pump of that and use that all over the face just with a synthetic brush. This is the Morphe M439 brush. It's super fat, super dense, so you can go ahead and get really into the skin with this. So I'm just going to do a pump of that on top of the brush and start puffing that into the skin. This is a very full coverage foundation, but it works pretty well with oily skin, so I like using it on days that I have a little bit more time or want a little bit more coverage. And if I'm looking over here, I have a mirror over here, so that's why. Alright, so once that is all nice and buffed into the skin, we're going to go ahead and move on to concealer. But first I am going to take this NYX Dark Sealer Color Corrector and put that right underneath the eye area just to cancel out any darkness that I might have underneath the eye area. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night, so I'm using all the products that I can to help me out. So much brighter that eye compared to this one. I love this stuff. You can find this at Target. And just to let y'all know, if I do forget to say this at the end of the video, just like all my videos, I do link all the products that I use down below in the description bar. So if y'all want to find any of these products online or know where to find them, they're going to be down below, including brushes. Alright, so once that is on, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Highlighter Concealer underneath my eyes. Oh my gosh, why do I keep throwing things around? We're going to put that right underneath the under eye area just to lighten and brighten the under eye. I'm going to take this a little bit on the forehead as well, down the bridge of my nose, under my nose a little bit, and on my chin. These are just all the areas that you kind of want to highlight and push forward. I'm going to take that same brush that we used for foundation and do the center of my face, and then we'll use a beauty blender for under the eyes. Okay, moving on, we're going to go ahead and set everywhere with that we just put that concealer. I'm going to use the Ben Nye Banana Powder. It looks like this. This tub is like $10. It might even be less. You can buy it online, and this lasts you forever. So I'm just going to take that, tap a little bit of it in the cap, And I'm just going to take this Real Techniques brush and we're just going to tap some of that powder right underneath that under eye area. Because it's yellow, this will help set everything and help lighten and brighten the under eye area as well. So I'm just going to use tapping motions and push that powder into the under eye area very gently, just making sure nothing is going to crease throughout the day, and we have that all set. I'm going to go a little bit over my eyelid as well just to help the priming process for eyeshadow. And then we're also going to set everywhere we put that concealer, so chin, nose, and forehead. Alright, so for the rest of my face, I have to set it because I am oily and otherwise it's just going to come off throughout the day. I'm going to use the Better Skin Stay All Day Foundation Powder. I just picked this up and I actually really like it. It just came out, it's pretty new, but again, it's at the drugstore, so Walgreens, Target, CVS, anything like that. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just bub that into the skin. By the way, this is in the color 30 Warm Nude. Okay, so once everything is set on the skin, I'm gonna move on to brows next. Okay, sorry y'all, I just had to change the battery pack, but we are good to go. So what I was saying was I'm just gonna move on to brows, and I don't have a brow pencil from the drugstore that I really like. I usually use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It's back here, this one. And I love it. If y'all are really into brows, this is definitely not a waste of money. I love it. It's my go-to. But for today, I only have a brow tint. And I actually really like this for times when I'm like on the go and I don't want my brows to look super messy, but kind of tamed in a way. This is super fast to do. And it actually makes your brows look pretty done. So I'm just going to put this on. It just looks like a little wand and just has a color at the end. So I'm just going to brush through my brows with this and I will be back. Okay, so that's super fast, super easy to do. It kind of makes your brows just look like you just got them tinted or something like that. So I really like that for just on the go. And it's a really great drugstore product. Again, that's Wet n Wild. I don't think I said that before, but again, I'll link it down below. Okay, so go ahead, let's move on to the rest of the face. We're going to move on to blush, bronzer, all of that stuff from the drugstore. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to a little bit of contouring. I use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is kind of like a little section at the drugstore if y'all have never heard of that. But I'm going to go ahead and take a little contour brush and we're just going to swirl our brush into that and then just kind of work with contouring our face. This is a good color for me to contour. Some of this, I mean, this might be a bronzer for some people who are a little bit paler than I am. This works as a great contour color for me. So it doesn't show up quite as a bronzer, but you can tell it's a little bit of a shadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and push that underneath my cheekbones and all around my forehead and underneath my jawline. Perfect. Okay, so after that, y'all can totally move on to blush. I'm going to bronze up my skin in just a little bit just because I'm obsessed with bronzer and feeling tan. So I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronze. This is just a little palette. They have a couple different colors of this, and I love this stuff. And this is literally like $2 at Target. So I'm going to go into the bronze color. And I'm going to take the Morphe M527, this is kind of a big paddle brush, just to kind of work that into my face. So I'm just going to tap that, get a little bit on the brush, and just bronze up my skin. So bronzing is just a little bit more nonchalant. You just kind of put it all over the skin and you can clean it up later if you want to. It's kind of more to act as a color on your face as what I'm saying is you want to look a little bit tanner. You're warming up the face. That's the word I'm looking for. You're warming up the face. If y'all want me to do a more in-depth contouring, bronzing, blush, that kind of thing, I would totally will do that and kind of teach you the reasons why you do this and different things like that. But just let me know and I can totally do that for y'all. We'll just finish up bronzing the face. Perfect, and since we already have that out, we're just going to go ahead and use that blush as well. Again, I'm taking another brush from Morphe. It's the E4 brush. This is kind of the blush brush from their collection. And I'm just going to tap that into this blush we have right here and put that on my cheeks. I don't think I told y'all what, this is the St. Lucia contour one. There's different ones that they have. So I'm just going to tap that one, tap off the excess, and put that on my cheeks. Okay, perfect. So before I move on to highlighter, I'm just going to go back into the powder that we use. Actually, I'm going to go back into the banana powder, and I'm just going to clean up anything that kind of got a little bit too messy for my liking. Again, we're just going to tap a little bit of that excess on here, and taking that same brush that we used for this powder under the eyes, I'm just going to tap that in there and tap right underneath the contour. So we're just going to tap it. This is just going to clean up the edges just a little bit, make it look a little bit more sharp in case the bronzer got a little messy. Alright, let's move on to highlighter and then we will be done with the face. So for highlighter, honestly I don't have a ton of drugstore highlighters. I have two that I really like. I have one and it's called the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. You can buy this at Ulta, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this is a little bit more pricey. I'm pretty sure it's like somewhere in the 20 to 30 range. So I'm going to go for a second option, and I'll still link that one down below in case y'all want to check that out. But I'm going to go into the Carly Bible palette. This has 12 eyeshadows and 4 highlighting and contouring shades, and you can buy this for $14 and get all of this. So these are 3 highlighter shades. This one is a little bit more of a bronzer. I'm going to go in with these 2 and mix these 2 together. I'm pretty sure these are the ones that I used in my last video as well, and they're awesome. They're super pigmented and you can get all of this for a really good price. So I'm just going to mix the 2, tap off the excess, and highlight my cheekbones. Alright, so that is it for the face. And this will last a really long time too, and they're awesome products, even though, I mean, Drugstore has awesome products, so I'm super excited to be doing this video for you guys. Okay, so face is done. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to zoom y'all in just a little bit so y'all can get a closer look at what I'm doing and what products I'm using, and let's go ahead and finish this out. Okay, perfect. Up close and personal. Let's go ahead and finish out the eye looks. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Morphe. I have 2 options. So I have this one. This is going to be so messy. I've literally used this since I've started doing makeup, and I've loved this. You can buy this at Target. It's Sonia Kashuk. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 eyeshadows in this packet. And this is the Eye Neutral palette. So it's awesome for beginners just because it has your warms, has your neutrals, creams, pinks. So you kind of can't go wrong with this. I've definitely used this color a lot. So we have this one that I might use, and it's definitely an option. Or we have the Morphe Brushes palette. So you can only order this online, but I love it. This whole palette is $20 and is absolutely incredible. So I think I'm going to go in with this one today just because it has a lot more colors to choose from. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to do a really simple eye today, and I'm going to go in with this color right here. Kind of the middle one right there. And I'm just going to put that all over the crease. So that will just act as a really, really pretty transition color. By the end of it, you won't really even be able to see that color, but it'll just help to make all of the eyeshadows we put on our eyes super nice and blendable. Okay, so we're going to take this color right here. So we're just going to go a little bit darker. So in order to make your eyeshadow look super blended and beautiful, you want to kind of layer colors over top. You want to keep getting light, a little bit darker, a little bit darker, a little bit darker. Like I said in another video, that will just help to make the eyeshadows go on nice and smooth and a lot more blended. So next, I'm just going to dip my brush. I'm going to take a little bit of a more precise brush. This is the Morphe M441. It's just a dome-shaped blending brush, and we're going to go in with this color down here. Don't worry about this one fell out. I'm going to go in with this one right here, go a little bit deeper into the crease. So you can see we're starting slowly to add a little bit more dimension to the eye. Just slowly getting darker and darker. I'm just going to drag that a little bit underneath the lash line as well. And you'll find with most of my eyeshadow looks, I like to kind of pull it out and make a little eyeshadow wing, just because that complements my eye shape the best. We're just going to go a little bit deeper with that same brush, taking this color now right here at the bottom. A little bit of a deeper warm brown, and again put that right in the outer V of the eye. Okay, perfect. I think I'm going to stop there. I'm actually going to add a little bit of a highlight shade right in the inner corner just because we've left this lid pretty bare. I'm going to go in at the top with this shade right here. It's a kind of shimmery shade right here in the middle. We're just going to take that and put that right in the outer corner, or the inner corner of the eye. Just to kind of lighten and brighten it in there. Easy, super simple for the eye look. I think that's all we're going to do today. Just using one palette, and it's super affordable, and literally you can make tons of different looks just with that eye palette alone. So let's see, we're going to move on to eyeliner, and my favorite eyeliner from the drugstore is the Maybelline Eye Studio. I have it literally in all different colors, black, brown, purple. They have a blue one, I'm pretty sure, and I have all of them. They are amazing and super pigmented and last forever. It's a gel liner, and that's my favorite just because my eyes are a little bit more hooded, so it doesn't transfer up to the lid. So I'm just going to do my eyeliner really quick and come back and we'll finish out the eye look. Okay, so while we're on eyeliner, I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline a little bit with white eyeliner. This is from NYX. I do this a lot just because my eyes close off really easily, and I feel like it just, with a white eyeliner or a cream liner in the waterline, it really easily opens up the eye. This is totally optional. Again, you don't have to do this. You can just move on to mascara, but I'm going to pop that into my waterline really quick, and then we will move on to mascara. Alright, so for mascara, I have a couple options. I have these two. These are both from Essence, and they are literally $1 at Ulta, so you can't go wrong, and they're actually really good formulas, so I really like those paired together or separately. One's volumizing, one's lengthening. Or I like the Voluminous Lash from L'Oreal. Both of them are great. I'm going to use the $1 ones just because why not, and it's cheaper and I love them. So we're just going to go ahead and pop that on, and we are going to do falsies today, so I'm just going to do a light coat of mascara. So again, you can totally leave it at this. Leaving at this is super beautiful. I'm going to go one step further, and I'm just going to do some lashes. I love the Demi Wispies from the drugstore. They are my absolute favorite, or the Wispies. Those are good too. I think I have the Wispies here with me today. So I'm going to use those. I'm just going to pop those on super quickly, and I will be back. Alright guys, lashes are on, and we are not playing around with these things. Eyes are complete. I'm going to zoom y'all out one more time, and we will finish out with lips. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this look with some lips. I'm going to go in with the Revlon Ultra Matte HD Lip Color. This is in the shade Eternity. And it's matte and it's awesome. It's a beautiful color. This is from Revlon, so again, it's from the Drugstore, obviously, and we're going to put that all over the lips. I love it. It's super fast, super easy to just throw on. You can leave it at this. I'm going to go in a little bit more. This is the Burt's Bees shade in Suede Ramen, and we're going to put that all over the center of the lips just to moisten it up just a little bit and deepen that color. Alright guys, last but not least, we're going to set the whole face one more time with that same thing that we started with. Let that soak in. And that is the finished look, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope y'all found something that y'all might want to go up and pick up. This whole face is super affordable, and again, I will link everything down below that I used, including brushes and everything that I didn't use that I just kind of mentioned. So definitely check that out, so maybe y'all can go and pick up something and do this look yourself. Again, thank y'all so much again for watching. I say that like 5 times after every single video just because I love doing this and I love y'all watching me. So again, come back next week. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, but come back and watch whatever video I make, and I will see y'all next week. Bye guys.